from day to day. You know, I go back and forth between what I want. I sometimes want that big, beautiful, expensive house with, you know, a pool and 4-car garage and all that stuff. And then sometimes I just want something small and simple.
She's so humble.
I know, right? And then I want something small and simple, like a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, like in the middle of nowhere. So it depends on my mood.
So what mood are you in today, Becca? What would you like? If I was your realtor, what would you hire me to find you today?
The most important thing for me would be a view. I would love to be on top of a mountain to have a view of something, and where neighbors can't see in. So I don't have to worry about like closing my blinds after I get out of the shower or something like that. I've always wanted to be on top of a mountain and have a view. That would be the most important thing to me. Yeah, yeah. So what about you? You're getting married soon.
I am in August. My man is tall, dark, and handsome.
She found the man.
I have a man, and he's the best man, and he's the cutest, sweetest guy ever.
Good things to say about your fiance, yeah.
And he's smoking hot too. So if we have a house already. We have what I feel is the ideal house for us. We have we're a blended family. He's been married before. I've been married before. So we have we both have children. So we have a very large family. So we have a traditional style house with lots of bedrooms for all of our kids. And we have the pool, and it works perfect for us because, eventually with all the kids we have, we're going to have like 20 grandkids. So if we've got the pool, they're all coming back home.
Yeah.
They're all coming to our house to swim.
And that's what you want. You want the place where the family comes back. And
Exactly.
gathers,
That's our goal and our big thing is just family. And we want our family to constantly come home for holidays and constantly come home in the summer. That, we do have the ideal house we have the land, we have the pool, we have everything we need. We've been very blessed to have everything we need and have the place that can be a homestead for our children, and they can always come home to.
So you're not going to move once you get married? You're going to stay there?
We're not going to move. We're going to stay there and just live there until we die.
Well, that makes it a little bit easier then, doesn't it? Because a lot of people try to, they get engaged, they buy a house, they're planning a wedding, and they're moving, and
No, we took half the chaos out.
Only
half. We still have chaos.
Yeah. But with 100 kids, you're going to have a little bit of chaos.
Yeah. With all the kids we have, we've got chaos, but we're very lucky. It all blends well. It all works well. And
yeah. How's the wedding planning going?
Oh my goodness. So he's on me like every single day. he's like, have you got the invitations out? Have you printed this? Have you done that? And the answer is no.
So it's kind of a little bit of a role reversal in traditional wedding planning. Normally,
it is. No, we have the venue. We've booked the venue. Okay. We've picked the date. We have a guest list. Like I made a Facebook page for guests.
So a formal wedding.
So it's very formal.
Very formal.
I downloaded an app that invites people. That I've not used yet.
No official paper.
Okay, that's what he's on me about right now. He's like, why aren't the invitations out? And he doesn't understand that this is our busy season. Like our phones are ringing nonstop. The market is so hot. And for me to stop what I'm doing to print and mail invitations, it just hasn't hit my schedule yet.
You're getting married in August? Yeah, normally invitations go out about 3 months in advance?
See, I've got time. I've got like 2 weeks to get them out.
Yeah, you've got like 2 more weeks. So, but it takes a couple of weeks to order the invitations.
I ordered them.
Okay.
I have them. They're just they're sitting in my office.
Well, if you need somebody to help you label, I've done it before.
Boom! Look at that.
Done already.
Do you hear that, honey? Becca is offering her services. We're gonna get this done.
I have planned a wedding before, so yeah, I help Wagner Abercrombie is the one who got married.
Big shout out to our photographer.
Yeah, I helped stamp and label her invitations as well. So I helped decorate her reception hall. So I got this.
See, look, it's a good thing Shane's not here.
Yeah. Real estate agent by day, wedding planner by night.
See, you got to have a side job.
Yeah.
Speaking of Shane, he is actually doing something he hates to do. He is actually having to handle some evictions. That is a part of our job that we don't like to do.
That's never fun. No.
It's, you know, sometimes as realtors, when we have to do something like an eviction or even a set out, we get labeled as mean or heartless. But you know, it takes a toll on us emotionally too. We don't like to do it, but when it comes down to it, we have to sometimes. And he's handling that today, so we're thinking about him today and sending good vibes his way and positivity his way, because it's not an easy thing to do. No. But he's in the Keys, guys. So
yeah,
don't feel bad for him.
Don't feel too bad. He's in the Florida Keys right now, so you know he's in a wonderful place.
So, but you get us.
That kind of makes it worth it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I think so.
That makes it worth it.
I like our little mini ladies power hour that we got started already.
Becca is about to get in trouble for not talking into the microphone right now.
Oh, okay. Guys, can you hear me?
That's better.
I asked.
See, normally it's me. Today it's Becca.
So I just got shouted at. No, I'm just kidding. They were very nice. Apparently. So was this the problem last week? I'm sorry.
It's a problem for me every week. I don't talk into the microphone.
Okay.
And I'm in trouble every single week.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not used to having the microphone to speak into. So is this better? Sorry. We're pretty casual on the radio show.
Yeah, just, you know. So what's new in business, Becca? How many contracts do you have right now? Because business is hot. It's booming. I'm not kidding when I say I haven't had time to help plan my wedding. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I've not had time.
Yeah, was it last week that we had over $700,000 in closings?
So last week, Becca and Shane were both kind of busy. They were out of town, so I had to go to several closings. By Wednesday, our team had closed $720,000 by Wednesday.
So we have a lot going on. And you know, it's kind of constantly rolling. Some weeks are slower than others. So last week with all the closings, we had a lot of everything finishing up. And this week we're starting a bunch of new contracts. Buyers showing more homes to try and get another wave of contracts. Right now up in Chattanooga, we have, you know, a handful of contracts in the works. I'm not sure exactly how many because I show around the buyers. I meet with the sellers. I work with the people. And Shane handles the negotiation and the contract. So I don't know.
So it's a team effort.
About 10 right now up in the Chattanooga area.
Yeah, I think a total right now our team has 14 under contract.
Okay,
right now.
So a little less than 10 because some of those are Dalton. Yeah, but no, it's been good. It's been busy. I always enjoy meeting new clients. I just have a lot of fun getting to know what they want in a home. We were talking about our dream homes. It's always fun to see what people want, what they need, and how we can help them find the solution. It's like a puzzle, and it's just something I enjoy doing. So how's Dalton?
So see, Dalton is a different market from Chattanooga. Chattanooga,
extremely different.
Right now, it's just such an extremely hot market. They have Volkswagen here, which everybody knows about. They have Amazon, but they're also getting the FedEx. So a lot of Chattanooga's market is people coming from out of state, out of town to buy here. So the market here is very hot. You know, we've had several people just call and they need something and they're out of state. They're not in state. They're not in town. It's just different. And another thing I see in Chattanooga that I don't see in Dalton is the prices. They are rocketing. I mean, sky high. So really, if you're going to buy, you're going to buy in the Chattanooga market. I see the prices rising, but what's good that I don't see rising is interest rates.
Yeah, the interest rates are so far been stable, which has been awesome. Yeah, and it is always surprising to buyers coming into the Chattanooga area, one, how expensive the rent is. And
the rent is like double here what it is in Dalton.
Yeah, and it's because we do kind of have a housing shortage right now. Last time, I think we talked about this as well, we're short 6,000 housing units. So developers, we need you.
You hear that, developers? Come develop here. Becca will list and sell for you.
So we're short housing units. And so that's what's causing the housing pricing to go up. That's what causes our high rent. So that's one thing that's really surprising to buyers who are moving to the area. They're like, oh, we're not ready to buy. You know, we're like 60, 70 days out. And I have to tell them, look, what's on the market right now won't be on the market in 30 days, let alone 60 or 70 or 90, because everything is flying off the market so quickly that it's hard to, when you look, you have to kind of be ready to buy at that moment. You can't
win. There's no time to window shop now. Window shop online.
Yeah, window shop online. If you're actually going into homes, we need you to well, the market requires that you be in a spot where you can buy, or there's no point in looking because you're not going to see the same thing in a month.
So what would somebody need to do to get ready to buy before they contacted you to look at the house? What would they need to have in order to be ready to buy?
Have their financing in order, their loans, know what your credit score is, get everything to your lender, not just a pre-qualification, because I've seen that
Fall through a lot.
Yeah. You're going to be disappointed.
So unfortunately, that's the reality of the market right now. Is the market is so fast paced moving, things are just flying off the market, getting under contract quickly. So make sure before you call me or Becca that you do have your pre-approval letter.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but we know your buying power. We know what price range you need to be in, and we can find the home that fits your needs that way.
If you don't know how to get started, if you don't know a lender to contact, if you're not sure who to call, we have lenders we can recommend to you.
We have several preferred lenders that we would love to get you in contact with and help you through the process.
Yeah, they're great with working with buyers, and we can let you know what you need to start gathering, how you need to organize yourself, because we want to get organized first.
It's very important.
Like wedding planning. You can't just jump into the ceremony. You got to send out invitations and be organized. Going back to that. No, it's like...
So buying a house is like wedding planning.
It is. So it's good practice. So if you're wedding planning and buying a house at the same time, I understand how difficult that is. We can help you. Like I said, wedding planner by night. No, I'm just kidding.
So if you need a real estate agent and a wedding planner, please call Becca.
Yes, 2 for 1. But no.
We're running a 2 for 1 special here.
So yeah, and like we said, the market's crazy up here. It's been so fast paced. It's never a dull moment. It's never boring.
I would say the market is picking up in Dalton, but I would still say, and Dalton is my hometown. I love it, but I would say it's not nearly caught up to the speed that Chattanooga's at right now.
Well, it's a bit smaller, but yeah, But that's good too, because slower growth means you're not going to get that huge bubble and then that huge bust. The economy is a little bit more stable.
It's more stable. Yeah.
And Chattanooga, in comparison to Dalton, is having a huge explosion in its market. But compared to other cities like Atlanta or LA or Miami or New York, it's a slow growth from that 2008 crash that we had. We're just now getting at its peak, where I heard somewhere, don't quote me on this, people, that Miami already had its peak and is already crashing a little bit and going back down.
I did read something on that the other day, yeah.
So it's stable, it's good, it's a good spot, it's a good area to buy. There's a lot of job growth, so continue growing for maybe another couple of years. But so right now is a good time to buy.
So right now is a great time. Again, interest rates are so low; they're so stable. We're looking at normally. I see, and I deal more in Georgia. I'm seeing interest rates below 5 and above 3.5. Yeah. Is that what you're seeing up here in Chattanooga?
About 4.25 is what I've been seeing recently,
depending on your type of loan and depending on your credit score and debt to income. But that's kind of what I'm seeing, and that's really good, because if you think back, traditionally they've been higher, and
as high as 18% in some decades, which is crazy.
At 18%, I can't afford to live.
Yeah, right. It's hard enough to rent in Chattanooga with our rental prices so high.
So rental prices are high, so it's time to buy.
There we go. We have a rhyme. Oh my gosh. Okay, we've
got a catchphrase. We're trademarking it right now on Real Estate Roundtable. Andrea and Becca. Rental prices are high, so it's time to buy.
Yes, trademark. The Shane Wilson team.
Shane wasn't in this. We're leaving him out.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay, well, hashtag
Roundtable.
The ladies of the Shane Wilson Remax Select Realty team.
We'll
leave his name in it, but we don't need to give him credit for that because he wasn't here.
He's in the keys.
Yeah, he's in the keys, so he gets no credit today.
So I don't know. What else? Wedding planning, house buying.
Well, when we have to go to a break here in just a minute, but when we come back, we have something really excited to talk about. There's 10 steps to actually finalizing the purchase of a home. And when we come back from our break, Becca and I will go over these 10 steps. And just to make it a little fun, we'll compare the 10 steps to closing your house to the 10 steps of wedding planning, to keep with today's theme of weddings and real estate, because they do coincide. Because I don't know about you, Becca, but normally when I'm working with a buyer or a seller, it's one of three things. It's a new marriage, which is so exciting. They're usually young, they're happy, they're excited to buy their first home, or it's a second marriage where they're an older couple. They're finding themselves again, and they're maybe buying a condo and settling down, or it's the divorce. Yeah, the divorce, and they're either selling and fighting during the selling process. Or you go into the home. I don't know if you've done this before, but I've gone in to list a home, and you go in and literally half the furniture is gone, half the closet's gone, one sink's dirty, the other sink's clean, and it's a very clear divorce. Yeah, very clear, separate, like 50%. Yeah. Yes. And then from that, you get the same buyer that's the divorce buyer that's moving from the home to a smaller home, to a rental, or to a condo. So those are kind of, but we're not going to talk about divorce today. We're happy today. Becca went to a wedding this weekend for our good friend Wagner, who does the most beautiful photographs of our homes for us. So today is all about positivity and weddings and new beginnings. So really here, what we want to talk about today is the new beginning of you purchasing your new home, maybe your second home, or selling a home to start a new beginning. So today is just all about excitement and weddings and new beginnings. Yeah, it's springtime. It's time for a new life. It's a good time. It's a good time. So tell them how they can contact you, Becca, since you're not normally here with us. How can they get in touch with you? You can call me directly at 423-800-5414. If you're in the Chattanooga area, North Georgia, we work all the way between Saudi Daisy and Dalton. And all the way down to Calhoun even. We get a lot in Calhoun, yeah. So you can reach me directly at 423-800-5414.
We're online. We're on
Facebook.
We're on Instagram.
Our Facebook page is really fun, so you got to check it out. So it's Facebook, the Shane Wilson team on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So check us out online. Check us out on Instagram. We're everywhere, and we want to help you. So stay tuned, because after the break, we're going to talk about the steps to buying, to buying and closing your home.
And wedding planning.
And wedding planning. So stay tuned.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240. Shane Wilson makes music to get your house sold. Get traffic to your house. Get calls. Strum up a bit of demand. One offer, just one. If it's right, it's all you need. We riff you through the usual tedium. Pre-qualified? Financing? We help you get it all together. $. Here's a symbol we like. Shane Wilson with RE/MAX Select Realty, your real estate rock star. PickShane.com, 635-7779.
Window Depot of Chattanooga. They're locally owned and operated and been around since 2008. Installing top quality vinyl replacement windows. You get the best price and service in the area. Top quality double pane, energy efficient windows. They look great and save you money.
Oh, I love to save money.
You'll also save money on your heating and cooling costs. Call 894-0011. 894-0011. Window Depot Chattanooga.com. Window Depot Chattanooga.com. Sales and installation professionals. You'll get a fantastic job while helping to enhance the value, appearance, comfort, and efficiency of your most valuable asset, your home. Other window providers? No way. Window Depot Chattanooga's windows qualify for the TVA rebate. Sliding doors, gutters, soffits, fascia, garage doors, and other home improvements. If you want to save a ton, call 894-0011. Window Depot Chattanooga.com. Window Depot Chattanooga.com. Window Depot of Chattanooga. Sales and installation professionals.
Hot News Talk 1240.
Nooga Radio, AM 1240 and 92.7 FM News Now. Cops say 22-year-old Juwan Reynolds was shot inside a home on Highway 58. HCEMS took him to the hospital. Police say Reynolds has faced several assault charges in the past. The Violent Crimes Bureau is investigating. The victim of burglary says a man broke into his house and stole his dead wife's jewelry, priced at $28,000, and her old bank card, too. Christopher Mark Bearden was arrested on separate charges, and it was found that he had pawned jewelry taken from the victim at the Quick Pawn on Rossville Boulevard, according to police. He was seen on video doing so. Javaris Crutcher has been charged with aggravated burglary after police say he broke into a man's home, along with a juvenile, in order to steal the man's TV. But the homeowner came home before they were done and caught them in the act. A body found by a hunter on Lookout Mountain has been identified as belonging to Amy Cantrell. Medical examiner says the body had decomposed for about 4 weeks, but no missing report was filed with the authorities. Her car was found and towed on private property a little while earlier. The cause of death is still being investigated. If it's going on in the Tennessee Valley, it's going on. Nooga Radio News, AM 1240 and 92.7 FM.
Expect lots of sunshine and great-looking weather out there through your afternoon. Highs settling into the upper 70s. Tonight, clear, comfortable. Again, lows 50 to 53. For Wednesday, some sunshine, a little warmer, highs lower 80s, scattered showers and thunder showers Thursday, then much cooler Friday. Get ready for Riverbend 2017, June 9th through the 17th, featuring discounted Riverbend admission now at area Kangaroo Express locations. And for more, their website, riverbendfestival.com. And I'm Swarm Gene 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Orr on Nooga Radio AM 1240 and 92.7 FM.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid.
Hi, guys. It's me and Becca. We're back again from the Shane Wilson RE/MAX Select Realty team, and we're here for Real Estate Roundtable, your happy hour with the ladies of the RE/MAX Select Realty team.
Yes, because Shane's not here.
So you've got the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk about something fun, like I promised. And I'm pulling it up on my phone right now, cheating. Okay, so there are 10 steps to once you find the perfect house to actually getting it to close, to actually get the keys and get it closed. So we're gonna make this a little fun. We don't want to bore you with real estate terms and bleh. We want to compare this to something fun, something exciting, to weddings and the planning. So the first stage, when you find the one, you find the special one, the house that just sings to you, you're going to spend the rest of your life there. So the first thing you need to do is put in an offer. So putting in an offer on the house is kind of like the proposal. Okay, so you write up the offer and you say, I want you to be my house. So here's what I'm willing to offer you to be my house for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm. So the offer on the house is like the engagement ring.
It's like the proposal. Mm-hmm. So Becca, when you were married, how was your proposal?
Well, my ex-husband did a really good job with the proposal.
Ooh.
Yeah, he did. Okay, so he proposed to me when I was still in college. I was a junior in college. He had just graduated. And he took me out to the fanciest restaurant on the mountain. We got married up at Swanee. And then he took me out to go look at the stars, because that was
That's so sweet.
That was our thing. We loved to go look at the stars. And then he proposed to me out there. The only thing I would recommend not doing is, I think he proposed to me about 1 a.m. or midnight. It was really late. So I'm calling all of my friends, my family. Like, I just got engaged, and they're all asleep. So, so it was very sweet because I wanted to look at the stars.
So they probably thought she was drunk.
Yeah.
And
well,
delusional.
my parents knew it was coming because he did the Southern thing, and he asked for their blessing.
Aww.
Yeah. So my parents knew it was coming, so they kind of expected it. But it was really funny trying to get a hold of all my friends, and they're asleep. So I would recommend proposing during normal day, evening
during
hours.
normal business hours.
Yeah.
Same with an offer on a house. We suggest you do it during normal business hours.
Yes.
Because when it's 9 o'clock and you decide you want that house right then at 9 o'clock, and we send you an offer, guess what? You're not going to get a response till the next day.
No, you're not.
Nope.
And it's much better to just kind of maybe get it in by 9 the next morning or something like that, at 9 o'clock the next morning. Once you get past, 8 o'clock in the evening, the sellers won't respond until the next day. They may not even get it until the next day because the agent may not check their email at 9, 10 o'clock at night. So they may not get it till the next morning.
So with proposals and with offers on houses, we suggest you do it
probably before
like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Just to be on the safe side, like before 8.
Yeah.
So I've got a good proposal for you.
Yes. Tell me about your proposal. I want to hear about that.
So I've got the sweetest, most handsome man in the world.
Can you guys tell she's in love?
Totally.
She's not being very expressive about it at all.
So we're out at a restaurant. No, hold on. Let me back up. So we went on a vacation together, and he's like so weird on the vacation. Like, I don't know. I was like, maybe he's not that into me, so whatever. But then we get back and we go to this restaurant. It's J. Alexander's here in Chattanooga. And he's so weird during dinner. And I'm like, okay, for sure he's not into me. Like he's not feeling me. So, whatever, whatevs. But then all of a sudden he's like eating like he's not eaten in days, like shoveling food in his mouth. And he's like, hey, so, if you wanted to get married or whatever, we could get married. And I was like, what? Then he shoves more food in his mouth. And I was like, wait, what? And then he's like, yeah, like I've got a ring and everything. If you want to get married, continues to shovel food in his mouth.
Oh, he was nervous.
And I was like, so, are you asking me to marry you? And he's like, yeah, just if you want to. That was the romance.
That was funny. That's great. No, I love it.
So the point is, back to real estate,
Mm-hmm.
you can be nervous about putting in an offer. It's okay. It's okay, because even nervous offers are accepted.
Yeah. And you don't always have to know everything that's going to happen.
Exactly. So it's okay to be nervous during the offer.
Yeah. And sometimes when the best thing of your life, you're nervous. Like, I was nervous on my wedding day. And, I know it didn't last, but I was nervous and it was a beautiful wedding. And, and you can be nervous when you make an offer and not know, and you're not going to,
because you have a support group, just like with the offer on a house. You've got a support group. You've got your agent is going to support you. Your mortgage broker is going to support you. You have a support group. So putting in an offer is okay because you have a support group.
Yeah.
So step 2 is the contingency. Well, the only way to compare this to weddings is a prenup. So we're just going to keep moving on.
Yeah.
So on a contingency, what we can do is put in like a final inspection, a contingency period, a home inspection period, make it contingent on the appraisal,
the financing.
We'll put a contingency in there for you. That's another reason you don't have to be scared, is because we're going to put a contingency in there.
You're going to have safety nets.
There are plenty of safety nets. So the contingency period is your safety net.
Mm-hmm. And that's when you kind of learn more details about the house.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're gonna have people in there checking every square inch of that property.
Just like you're gonna have like a mother-in-law or a sister that's gonna FBI stalk that man online. And they're gonna find out if they're good for you or not. This is the contingency period when your friends stalk them online.
The best friend that's been holding back, who can find anybody on Google.
She's found them.
She's found them.
And pulled a credit report, arrest warrants. I mean, she's pulled it all.
Oh, yeah. The best friend has found the social security number. She knows what's going on.
But she's down later in the inspection period, so we'll talk about her later. So moving on to number 3, closing costs. Mm-hmm. The closing costs on real estate really are the fees that need to be paid,
lender fees,
taxes,
thing.
Insurance, realtor fees, we ain't doing this for free.
Yeah.
So those kind of fees, and those are usually split between the seller and the buyer. Sometimes we write offers where the seller pays all of closing, but normally it's a shared expense.
Yeah.
So make sure you account for those closing costs when you buy something. Make sure you have some cash reserves and talk to your lender. Your lender is your friend, and she will tell you exactly how much you need in reserves. So for closing costs, what can we compare that to?
Wedding costs, invitation, reception costs. It's not just the dress. It's not just the rings, which would, I guess, equate to the house.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything, the little things. You got to get gifts for your bridesmaids. You got to get gifts for your groomsmen. You got to get gifts for your parents, because if it's a Southern wedding, sometimes the bride's
it's a tradition,
are paying for the wedding. So you got to get gifts. There's all these other little expenses that you don't initially think about when you're planning a wedding. Like when you're buying a house, you don't always really think about, the appraisal is going to cost $500. I need to have that set aside. So
you don't think, the food, the linens, the DJ.
Yeah. You got to pay for everything with the wedding. And like we said, we can split or have the sellers, or those closing costs are to an extent negotiable. I think there's a couple hundred in there that legally the buyers have to cover when it's concerning the title. But other than that, everything else is negotiable for the seller and the buyer to cover those costs.
Okay, so let's talk about next. Number 4 is earnest money.
Mm-hmm.
Normal earnest money on the house is $1,000.
Yes.
That's normal in Dalton.
Yeah.
Normal in Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Now, what I am seeing on earnest money is in commercial deals, they usually want a lot more. We just did a commercial deal not that long ago, just a couple months ago, where the earnest money was actually $10,000.
Yeah, the bigger
the deal, the more earnest money you're going to want to have.
I've got to get on
Go ahead.
real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, we have some technical difficulties
Sorry,
we're working
guys,
on
technical
right now.
difficulties. So what can we compare earnest money to?
The engagement ring, the initial investment that shows you are invested in this deal and this property and this person. It's your initial investment that kind of goes towards it. The earnest money will go towards your closing costs. Like the engagement ring will go towards your wedding band.
Mm-hmm.
So because you have the wedding band, and
this is the cutest comparison. I really like where you're going.
Yeah, because you have the wedding band and it's fused sometimes with the engagement rings. Yeah. So the wedding band or the engagement rings, like the earnest money, it's your initial investment to show that you're really serious about this, that you're not going to just get up and run
You're
away.
not backing out, because if so, you're going to lose your ring, buddy.
Yeah. You don't get the ring back. So, yeah, that's what I would compare the earnest money to.
So the earnest money, it shows your interest in it, that you're serious about it, that you really want it. Just like the ring shows you're serious about her. You really want her.
Mm-hmm. And it does go towards your closing costs. It's not just money that you're giving up that's floating out there. It'll go towards your closing costs, or if it's more than what you end up paying in closing, then it goes towards your down payment. You know, you're not that money.
You're not losing it.
Yeah, it's going to go towards the house.
Exactly. Okay, number 5 on our list is the home inspection.
That's the best friend. Has Googled everything.
Okay, a home inspection, normally you get an inspector out there. They're usually between $300 and $500. They crawl under the house. They get up in the attic. They're opening all the windows. They're shutting all the doors. They're flushing all the toilets. They're making sure none of the pipes are busted. They're turning the AC all the way up. They're cranking the heat all the way up. They're making sure everything works. So what to compare this to in an engagement towards a wedding is that best friend that's also a part-time FBI agent.
She's found the social security number. She's found the debt. She's found
all the ex-girlfriends.
All of the exes. You know, every questionable choice he's ever made.
She knows what you had for lunch yesterday.
Yeah. So she has found it, buddy. So, and if you still decide after all of that.
After all the dirt that the best friends dug up, after all the dirt that the home inspectors dug up, if you still want it, it's time to move to the next step. But there's a catch. If you find something in the home inspection you don't like, let's say one of the windows is broken, we can write it in the offer that the homeowner fixes the window.
Yeah, we can negotiate.
Just like in an engagement, if we find out you're still friends with one of your exes on Facebook, we're going to have to ask you to delete them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or, you know, you got some debt that might need to be paid off, some of that credit card.
One more time.
And one more technical difficulty.
One more
repair.
technical difficulty.
No, it's cool. We got this. So, yeah, if there's something that needs to be fixed before the final I-dos, before the final closing.
Sorry.
Often
we can get it fixed. Don't
done.
worry about it. Don't back out of a deal. Everything is fixable. There's no reason to walk away from a deal because we can always negotiate and get it fixed.
Every house will have something. Just like everybody has a past. Everybody has that ex they wish they'd never dated. Everybody has something. Every house has a little bit of something.
Nothing's perfect, but we can fix it and negotiate it and try to make it as perfect as we can.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so moving on, after the home inspector, after the FBI friend, the title. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. This is something that actually the attorney's going to handle for you. We're not going to handle that at all. The attorney's going to make sure there's a clean title. So that goes back to what Becca was saying. If you've got any warrants out for your arrest, you better clean them up. Mm-hmm. If you got any tax liens, you got to clean them up before we can close. So it's kind of the same concept. If there's something pending, something that's keeping the title from being cleaned, maybe you're not divorced yet. We don't know.
We need
something that needs to be cleaned up. Yeah. This is what the attorney does. They make sure the title's clean and that we have a clean closing and we get a clear to close. We have the most amazing attorneys we work with in Dalton, and I've got the opportunity to in Dalton we use, and in North Georgia we use attorneys. Mm-hmm. We use attorneys' offices more up here in Chattanooga, and even in Ringgold a lot. I see they use title companies.
It's slightly different. In Georgia, you have to use a closing attorney, where in Tennessee you don't. You can use a title company just in general, and they'll check the title and make sure everything's the way it should be.
Clean and clear and ready to close.
So the title company, I kind of like looking into the title a little bit, like meeting the extended family.
That's true.
So you're looking into everything, all the past. The girlfriend or the best friends found the dirt and the inspection, title companies, making sure everything's clean. You're kind of meeting all the extended family, everybody you're going to have to meet over Thanksgiving, getting all those little details.
Then next is the appraisal. The appraisal is something we'll order. It's the cost of the appraisal falls on the buyer. 9 times out of 10, the buyer is paying for the appraisal. The appraisal will tell you if the house is valued enough for the bank to loan. The bank will not loan you the money for the house if they're asking more than the appraised value. Yeah. This is your time, ladies. So you've seen all the crazy. You've met the crazy uncle. You found out about the crazy ex. This is your time to appraise and say, hey, am I in this for the long haul? Am I really doing this?
Were there any deal breakers involved?
Were there any deal breakers? Is this valuable enough for me to invest in?
Normally, with the way the market is, The answer is yes.
The answer is yes. Yay!
So yeah, once we're approved, the lenders like the appraisal value, your loan's good to go. Your financial contingency has been met. He doesn't have anything freaky in the closet.
You didn't find like a skin coat.
Nothing.
Rubs the lotion on the skin or it gets the hose again.
Yeah. No.
As long as all that's clear, you're good.
Yeah.
So the next thing, number 8, is insurance. If you are getting a loan on the property, it requires you to have insurance. The lender will talk to you about the type of insurance, and you can work with your preferred insurance company, or we can refer you to one. So the insurance company and your lender will really handle all that. But if you're getting a loan, the property has to be insured.
It has to be insured at least 3 days before closing. And ladies, you can include your engagement ring under homeowners insurance.
See, look at that.
Oh.
See, you learned something new every day. I had no idea.
Yeah, I had to get my engagement ring. I didn't have a home at the time, so I got it in my parents' homeowners insurance. So if it was ever stolen or something like that, it was insured.
Nice.
Yeah.
See? So insure that ring, ladies, because your man worked hard to get it.
Yeah.
All right. Number 9. We're coming close to the end, and this is getting exciting, and we are almost to the wedding.
It's been several days.
It's
or
been months.
Yeah.
You know, we're coming down to the final wire, and we're getting ready to sign. So what this is before your wedding, you know, you'll have legal documents to sign, recording at the courthouse that you're actually legally married. So that's how it is. Here, what you'll do is you'll have a closing. And like Becca said, in Tennessee, we'll do it probably at a title company. In Georgia, we'll definitely do it at one of our preferred attorney's offices. And you will, if you are the buyer, you're absolutely going to sign and sign and sign and sign and sign.
And a little bit more signing. And then an initial here and there.
Every now and then an initial, and then the attorney will sign and notarize and date and sign. And what you're signing is just a lot of it's the lender's forms that you're signing. You'll sign the security deed, the warranty deed, all that. Then you'll sign a really cool paper that I didn't know about till I was at a closing the other day. So I'm at a closing and everything's in black and white. Like all the documents are in black and white. And then we get this one document that's in full color, and it's the FBI seal. And it was like under federal law, mortgage fraud is a felony. And I was like, what? Are you really making somebody sign that in all color? Yes. Yes, they are. We're experiencing technical difficulties again.
Guys are just bored with our wedding talk. That's all it is.
So it's going to be really exciting. You'll sign everything. And once you've signed everything, we're coming to the final step.
So it's kind of reversed with the wedding. The signing for a house is like the vows at a wedding.
Exactly. You're saying your vows. You're saying, till death do us part.
You've had the final dress fitting. The bridesmaids are there. The flowers are in order. Everything's perfect, whether it's inside or outside.
You picked the food. You're praying it's not raining.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
you made sure your flower girls had a nap, both of them.
Because your little twins are going to be the flower girls.
Because I've got twins, so both of them have to have a nap. So you've done everything up to this point.
Mm-hmm. So, and that is kind of where your vows, everything you've been planning is happening at this moment.
So this is an exciting time. So while you're signing, so think of the right before the wedding, everything that has just come together, and you're signing it, you're making it official. Everything your crazy friends told you didn't care about, the crazy uncle you met you don't care about. Guess what, guys? My fiance's calling me. He's so cute. We're going to have to ignore him.
Does that mean he's not listening to the radio show?
It definitely means he's not listening to the radio show. So we're going to talk later. But it's okay. So now we're to the final step. What is it, Becca?
Okay, so
it's recording. He's still calling, so we can't look at our notes.
No, it's the recording of the title, the new property owner at the courthouse. And it's kind of similar like that with the wedding. After the ceremony, whether it's religious or not or whatever, you then go and sign your wedding license, your wedding certificate. The person who performed the ceremony goes and signs it. And we have another technical difficulty.
I'm trying to kill you is the thing.
He just hates this wedding talk, guys.
He can't. It's because Shane's not here. The bromance isn't flowing. the ladies are here today. So once you've signed all the documents for your closing, what will happen is it's recorded at the courthouse. Something very important, if you are not in Whitfield County, we've got the best. Nobody is better than us. We have the best. His name is Danny Sane. He's our tax commissioner. He is so sweet that at the closings, what happens is they have a paper to sign for the homestead tax exemption. So if you are going to live in the home, you can sign and get the homestead tax exemption, which will lower your property taxes because you live there. If you're in another county, even Murray County, Catoosa County, Hamilton County, you have to go apply for your homestead exemption, which will greatly lower your taxes. But big shout out to Danny Sane, our tax commissioner in Whitfield County. He is the best, and he allows the attorneys to file that for us and get that all done. And that's just one less thing for the buyer to have to do. But make sure after the closing and everything's recorded that you do go down to the courthouse and file for that homestead tax exemption.
And the title company will send all the paperwork over for the property owner to be updated, what the home sold for to be updated. All that gets updated in taxes. And people, the year you get married, you can write that off on your taxes as well. So you get lots of tax exemptions going on for both buying a home and getting married and going through that whole process.
So it's really exciting. So if you're getting married and you want to buy a new home, go ahead and call us because we want to help you plan to purchase your new home. Or if your wedding was horrible and you're planning to get divorced and you want to sell your home, call us.
Help with that too. We've been through divorces as well. We understand what it's like.
So no matter what this situation is in life, if it's exciting new beginning or a close to a chapter in your life, just call us. We want to help you. We want to help you buy. We want to help you sell. We just want to help you through the process, no matter what the process is. If it's a sad process or a happy process, we want to be there to help you. So make sure you check us out on Facebook, the Shane Wilson RE/MAX Select Realty Team. I handle North Georgia. Becca handles Chattanooga. Call us, look us up. We want to help you. Thanks for tuning in today.
Thanks.
You got anything to add, Becca?
It was fun being here. Just give me a call at 423-500-5414. I have the number memorized now. Or you can call our Dalton office at 706-277-3434. We look forward to hearing from you. We look forward to working to you. Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240. Shane Wilson makes music to get your house sold. Get traffic to your house. Get calls. Strum up a bit of demand. One offer, just one. If it's right, it's all you need. We riff you through the usual tedium. Pre-qualified? Financing? We help you get it all together. $. Here's a symbol we like. Shane Wilson with RE/MAX Select Realty, your real estate rock star. PickShane.com, 635-7779.
When my brother and I opened our first Jets Pizza, we believed if we made the best pizza, customers would find us. So we made fresh dough each day, used fresh toppings, and premium mozzarella cheese. 300-plus stores later, we still do.
Try Jet's famous 8-corner pizza with premium mozzarella cheese and one topping, now just $11.99 for a limited time only. Jet's Pizza, the best pizza in town. 3600 Hickson Pike.
Life is short. Eat better pizza.
Let's get Jets.
I'm blowing everything up. We're starting.